encouraging you. If you have friends that don't encourage you to get your education, those are not your friends. Those are not your true friends. Each one of my friends has a characteristic that I can learn from. If you're the smartest person in your group, you need to change groups. Because that group is only as smart as you are. You're not learning anything. Each time you meet someone, you need to pull from them. Be like a sponge. Soak up everything that you can. Because you're going to be able to use that eventually in life. Come here. Yeah. What's your name? Yamar? Yamar. Come here. How many of y'all know Yamar? I know her? Okay. I want to show y'all an example. Okay. In history, I read a story about a man who was marching with a female. He was marching for us to get our education. Marching. Okay. A white police officer cut her head off while she was walking. And she still took 12 steps after her head was cut off for our freedom, for our education. Thank you. Just to show you a little bit of why we should take our education important. Another story. A man's wife, pregnant, was strung up to a tree. The fetus in her stomach cut out, stomped with a boot on the ground in front of him. We have an obligation to get our education. Say that with me. We have an obligation to get our education. We have an obligation to get our education. I have a poem I want to share with you all before I close. It's entitled, What is Education? What is education? As I think of education and my body starts shaking, rise like levitation, my brain armed and dangerous, I ask myself, what is education? Is it sitting in class making a constant fuss, won't do any work but the first one to cuss, everyone's quiet so you have to get up and start an argument with another student just to seem tough? What is education? Is it knowing that with a jump shot like Kobe or an arm like Brett Favre, you can get into the pros today or tomorrow? No ABCs or 1, 2, 3s, 11th grade phenom, but can't even read? What is education? Is it out on the block somewhere selling weed, only in school 2 days a week? Teachers ask questions but don't hear a peep because when your body flatlines, all you hear is beep, beep, beep. What is education? They're going to laugh when you tell them you want to be a college grad. Grandma's, aunties, single moms, no dads, I know. Sounds like one of those newspaper ads. See, I must laugh when others doubt my success. See, I'm a straight A student, I must confess. I refuse to be all down and depressed because my education is something I refuse to suppress. So again, I ask you, what is education? Education is being active. Our time has risen. In 03, 193,000 young black men were in prison. But that's definitely not cool because we're also getting knowledge. Because they forgot to mention is 532,000 young black men were in college. So again, I ask you, what is education? So when you throw that pass and all you achieve, jump shots with all the scholarships you receive, break one leg and there goes your dream, what is education? It's our future. Believe. Thank you. Life is hard. I'm a second year student at Voorhees College. I'm in my sophomore year. It is not easy at all. High school is where you start at. College is where you get there. The real world is after that. Without a high school diploma, you will make $1 million less than a person with a college degree. Without a college degree, you will make $10 million less than a person that doesn't even have a high school diploma. Come on, y'all. We have an obligation to be successful. I say this prayer to myself every day when I wake up and before I go to bed. It's the serenity prayer. How many of you are familiar with it? It says, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I can change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Say it with me. Lord,
Lord,
grant me the serenity
grant me serenity
to accept the things I can change,
to accept the things I can change,
courage to change the things that I can,
courage to change the things that I can,
and wisdom to know the difference. I want to thank you all for having me. I want to thank your principal, Mr. Pringle, Ms. Belinda Hilliard, Ms. Lorraine Hilliard, and Dr. Thelma Sojourner. Voorhees students or faculty and staff that's in the building, can you raise your hand? Voorhees students and staff? Okay. They came to support you all as well. Voorhees students, we care about you all. And it takes things like this for you all to understand that education is important. Whether you look the part, whether you talk the part, nobody can take your education from you. For those of you all that want to know, I'm on Facebook. If you want to look me up, if you have a program, Anthony Highland, you can add me on Facebook. I have no problem communicating with you all. I can give you my email address if you come up to me after the program is over to stay in contact with you all. We all need somebody in our corners. Everybody. I have about 12 mentors, male and female. Nobody can get here by themselves. Nobody. So before I close, your position, your position is not permanent. Thank you.